Have you ever had something rob you of a good night's sleep? A few years ago, my wife and I, when we lived in Anoka, we had a basement apartment that tended to get a number of creepy crawlers in it at night. And so one night, I'll never forget, I had already fallen asleep, and so my wife wakes me up, and there was this huge spider on the wall in our bedroom. And of course, macho me, I've got to go and save the day. I crawl out of bed and I grab a shoe or something, and I'm going to save the day by squashing this thing so we can just go back to sleep and get a good night's sleep. Of course, I miss the spider. It jumps, it gets away, and it's gone. You can probably imagine how we slept the rest of the night. Do you have anything that robs you of your peace? Maybe it's stress at work or financial trouble. Sometimes it's problems in our relationships, or even maybe that impending fear of sickness or death. We live in a fallen world. We live in a world that is cursed by sin and death. And wherever there's sin and death, there will always be fear. The wages of sin means that all things connected to, all things touched by sin will one day die. That means everything we see, everything we love, is temporary. And that short-term nature of things is often our cause for fear. We know that death is lurking out there, and one day it will be our turn. But that's why God sent Jesus to this world. He sent Jesus to rescue us, to save us even from that nasty monster, death. And unlike me, he hits his target. Jesus promises us, "Come to me, you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." You see, Jesus gives us rest because he's the one safe place in all creation where we know that death cannot reach us. Because Jesus has conquered death. Not only did he die on the cross, but he rose again victoriously from the dead. He crushed and defeated that wicked beast forever. And when we're with Jesus, we can say with the Apostle Paul, "Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting?" It's lost its power over us, even its power of fear. It cannot separate us from Jesus. And when we're in Jesus, it can't even separate us from each other.